Thank you very much. How are you?
Very well. How are you, my friend? Very good.
Nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you.
How are you doing?
Are you well?
All well?
Yeah.
How have you been?
Terrific. All the better for seeing you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
How's the key?
Oh, thank you very much.
I will photograph these.
Thank you. This.
Wonderful.
Kind of history of
Right.
Kenya.
But sadly not as Lord Mayor.
We're looking forward to
Yeah.
partnership.
Very exciting. Pretty cool. Very much looking forward to it.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's very good and it's been a great
Very good.
So.
And in the two gardens, you have 90 species that are
90.
not in here, but in all of the gardens. And we
From
have
different parts of the
different parts of the world. We have 8.5 million species. It's the largest collection of plant animals in the world. And we use that knowledge to work with our partners in Kenya and others. We're going to meet some of them to come up with crop resilience. This is Tim Pierce.
Good morning, Your Excellency.
Tim, how are you? Welcome. Great.
Tiana, who's written this wonderful book.
Tiana, how are you doing?
Thank you.
Habari yako? Asante.
We've been working together for about 120 years, and over the past 20 years we've had some really good partnership.
So we help also with developing processes and also help another multiple topics that we're trying to explore.
These azalea seeds, which I'm sure you're familiar with, or whether or not we...
On Kenya,
On Kenya.
which I like the 30 most important issue plants, and together with our collaborators.
Exactly. 10.
Wow. So we've taken that back up.
Tsavo is a vital ecosystem resource to Kenya. So for example, the Chulu Hills, which is in the west of Tsavo, is a really key water source for Mombasa, feeding over 1 million, sadly. So we've been working since 2018 with support from the UK.
21 community banks. And we also support the knowledge sharing between communities so that this can scale to reach the 4,000 people who are living within our park.
Habari?
Jina langu ni Ansefu, nafanya na kampuni ya Global.
Global.
Yeah. This is
Nchi sita ambayo tunafanya kazi na tuko na plant za umeme 29. Kenya tuko na mimea 3, moja iko Malindi na moja Tsavo. Sasa tumechelewa miezi 3 imekuwa ina
Instruction next year.
For the geothermal as well.
Geothermal, yes.
Great stuff.
Thank you.
So the Truffle solution is complementary to all the existing efforts in renewable. So if you can have that engagement, we'll be very excited to do
The equipment
Pay for the equipment over time. After 2 years, you own it.
is yours.
Pay no more. And it's very well.
different packages. Exactly.
That's the key.
That's the key. So now we're adding smartphones to it.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
One night.
In Kenya, we have about 2,500 people in our agent network, and we realised that only about 30% of them were women. And we know that women have amazing networks and can really help them to live mentorship or specific initiatives such as online training. We have a partnership with Unilever.
I just saw you here.
I think we should have these in queue.
Are you able to adjust existing ones?
We're doing the conversion kits. Stakeholder in Kenya. So we can show you some examples how the deforestation looks like in the satellite image. Very hard for the others to get to. enter there. Great. And then
Yeah, go on. That's it. This is an expert. Excellent.
These are real.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Absolutely. Yeah? 100%.
Nice to see you. We'll see you again.
For sure.
So it's with great pleasure that I can announce today that the UK will provide £1 million of UK funding for the technical support to structure a pipeline of projects for private investment in Kenyan infrastructure, the things that really matter to ordinary Kenyans like railways, roads and housing. We want to go further. We're restless to do more with our Kenyan friends, so I can also announce today that as a result of the £35 million of UK funding that the government is putting forward, we've also been able to raise an extra £23 million of private sector investment. And that will finance the construction of a further 10,000 green, affordable homes in Kenya, in support again, Mr. President, of your agenda.
In this regard, we wish to reaffirm that Kenya remains open to friendly and sustainable business partnerships, especially with the United Kingdom, with whom it has had a long and fruitful development relationship. We are particularly keen to strengthen our engagements with investors in the UK under the newly revitalized public-private partnership model. The reforms from shortened processing time to simple and friendly investment procedures without compromising governance has made the unit more responsive to the private sector. Additionally, we have made great strides in the establishment of the Nairobi International Financial Center in recognition of our capital's standing as a distinguished financial hub in the African continent. We are keen to partner with and learn from the City of London as a global financial center. Kenya remains proud of its strong innovation culture, especially in the ICT, from giving the world the first mobile money transfer platform, as we refer to as M-Pesa, as well as being leader in the other innovations in fintech, thereby continuing to attract global ICT giants. The current over 66% of installed energy in Kenya being green, from geothermal, hydro, and wind, portends immense investment opportunities in the sector, and we invite you to explore this space.
Our tax laws, our tax administration systems are transparent, and we are always open to resolutions of issues surrounding tax administration. I am moved to note in this regard that Kenya and the United Kingdom have in the past concluded a double taxation agreement to infuse efficiencies in the management of tax-related issues for our investing private sectors. We have also now have the opportunity to further deepen our historical relations by offering a number of ripe PPP investment opportunities in Kenya. I invite the private sector here in the United Kingdom to partner with us as we deliver on this vision for the people of Kenya. And I wish to announce 10 investment opportunities that are immediately available in Kenya under the PPP framework, valued at a total of $5 billion, and these are the Nairobi Smart Streetlights Project, the Nairobi Bus Rapid Transport System, the Intelligent Traffic Management System, the Galana Kulalu Food Security Project, the Lamu Fishing Port Project, the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital Training Complex Project, the Mombasa Industrial Park, the Meru Cancer Center Project, the Kenyatta National Hospital Project, and the Lamu Port Project. I am also happy to announce that discussions have commenced between Kenya's National Treasury and the United Kingdom's Export Finance to unlock financing for British companies pursuing PPP investments in Kenya. I am equally glad to announce our intention to deepen cooperation with the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office and the Government of Kenya, has expressed through a memorandum of understanding to be formalized between the private sector infrastructure development group, the cooperation with the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office is for a possible funding through private sector infrastructure development group of $1.3 billion to support early and transaction PPP project development activities in Kenya. This is further testimony to the lasting legacy of Kenya-UK relations for our shared prosperity. The United Kingdom is, of course, itself deeply experienced in PPP program delivery, and we look forward to the knowledge transfer, information exchange, and strategic partnerships with our own PPP institutions so that they can learn from your experience, avoid the mistakes of inexperience, and promote opportunity for impact deal structuring. We today once again invite UK investors to tap into these positive attributes that Kenya presents to the world. And indeed, I note today, and we are very pleased, that the Nairobi International Financial Center Authority has teamed up with City UK to work together to develop and promote new opportunities for business to invest and to grow in both our countries. The City UK represents key financial as well as professional service firms in the United Kingdom, and this partnership creates a framework for those institutions to deploy and share their expertise with their counterparts in Kenya and regionally. And this is an important partnership which we support wholeheartedly. The Nairobi International Financial Center is a new business environment established to make it easier and more attractive to invest in Kenya and the wider region. It is an initiative that goes back to the time when I was Minister of Finance, and although it has taken a while to get here, I am pleased to say that it will soon be open for business. The center will prioritize attracting capital and investment into infrastructure and development projects, but will also focus on attracting green finance for sustainable economic development and investments into fintech and new areas of innovation, building on the emerging fintech ecosystems. As we all know, climate change is a global challenge that requires coordinated partnerships to mobilize sustainable finances and resources. So that the development of a dynamic bond market is critical to mobilizing long-term debt finance, and this is another area where our National Treasury is working with key stakeholders, including technical and advisory support from the UK to deepen our domestic debt markets, improve pricing, efficiency, thereby lowering the cost of credit. And this will further enhance our position as a regional financial center. Kenya and the United Kingdom have historically enjoyed deep and cordial relations and friendly relations over the last 6 decades, a rich heritage that we are committed to upholding. As testimony to this friendly culture, our two nations have concluded a rich array of bilateral instruments spanning all spheres of social, economic, political, and culture. For the investors in the United Kingdom, it will be important to recall that our legal orthodoxies are integrally linked and intertwined with Kenya's legal traditions, being in a large measure an extension of the British legal tradition. We have a rich respect for property rights, and Kenya does not have a history of expropriation or similar constraints as has been seen in other jurisdictions. But despite the challenges of the pandemic, Kenya and the United Kingdom have weathered the storm to push our cooperation agenda forward. And it's for this reason that we are gathered here today for this occasion that has seen our institutions coming together to work together for the mutual interest of Kenya and the United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya remains one of the most attractive investment destinations on the African continent, and indeed is one of the fastest growing economies on the continent. Our economy in Kenya is projected to rebound strongly from the COVID-19 pandemic, with economic growth projected for this year at above 7%. Our country also stands as one of the most pro-business on the African continent, with the World Bank Ease of Doing Business currently making Kenya the 4th in Africa and the 56th globally. Kenya continues to pursue initiatives aimed at lowering the cost of doing business, and significant investment has been made to improve the quality of our infrastructure, and with our infrastructure now currently ranked amongst the best in sub-Saharan Africa. In addition, we have taken steps to rationalize and, in consequence, lower regulatory requirements while increasing transparency.